Hey, this is Dr. Vance coming to you from actually a hilltop you can see behind me in the small city of Kaching in the province of, well, not the province, the state of Manipur. And this garden up here is an absolute spectacular lesson in the area of discipline, and I've actually seen several this last week. This one, though, is truly unusual. So I'm standing on top of a mountain, and the leading politician here in this area literally has taken the top off of this mountain. He scraped it completely clear of all the vegetation and the tropical plants that were here, and then he replanted it with dozens, well, not dozens, thousands and thousands. He said 10,000 plants and seeds from the United States alone. And I wish I could show you all the gardens here, but we'll continue in a little while with the absolute essentialness of of discipline, not only in our lives, but in the lives of people that we work with. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of this phenomenal view as I stand up here. We got a very special treat today. That particular politician invited us up to be a part of an event that he had here, or at least to witness it at the top of this mountain. And I'll splice in a few of those videos, but absolutely spectacular. So 3 key principles to discipline. I think the first one, we keep hearing this over and over and over again, but the first principle to discipline is vision. In other words, you're not going to have any discipline if you don't have a vision for what you want to see accomplished in the future, for what you want to see others accomplish in their lives. Discipline just won't make sense. We as human beings don't default to discipline. We default to just doing what it is that we want to do, doing whatever it is that comes along. But if we've got a vision for the future, if we've got a sense of what we want to see things become, then discipline becomes active part of our lives. It's like this garden that I'm wandering through. It's like what this man has done here on the top of this mountain. He saw it as if it were reality, and then he began to pursue it. It took him money, it took him time, it took him all the rest of things, but it primarily took vision. That was the very first thing that he had to have in order for it to start. In our lives, the exact same way. If we don't have a vision of what we want to do, whether it's a weight loss, or whether it's a place that we want to be with the Holy Spirit, or whether it's the knowledge of the Scriptures, or whether it's how we want to inspire other people, then we are certainly not going to do anything differently in our lives, nor are we going to encourage anybody else to do anything differently in their lives. So, back from a very busy day, dodging traffic here in Imphal, India, but I want to finish up on discipline. Discipline, the very first thing, obviously, that you have to have is a vision. And if you're not a visionary, then obviously this is something that you work with somebody else in order to be able to develop. The second step is you've got to have a plan. Now, oftentimes those that develop vision easily are not those that develop plans easily. And so if you're one that develops visions easily, then you're going to probably want to work with your board members or a good friend or several good friends in order to put together a plan in order to go from where you are to where you want to be. And for me, this is always one of the most difficult things that I do. Frankly, the steps between where I am and the actual process of seeing that vision bear fruit is a difficult thing for me. And yet I have been able to chase down or develop friendships and relationships with several men and women who are just absolutely experts at this type of stuff. This is what they do. This is what they love. They don't do the vision so well, but they do the plan really, really well. And so that's the second thing in the area of discipline, in order to be able to have a discipline like. The third area, the third thing that you absolutely must have is a calendar. So the first thing, a vision. The second thing is a plan. The third thing is a calendar. So once the plan is developed, you need to be able to lay out all the details of what needs to happen on a calendar, day by day, week by week, month by month, in order to see the plan come to fruition. And sometimes this is so difficult. I mean, it's easy to lay it out, but it takes solid discipline in order to be able to say, all right, in order to see this happen, I'm going to have to do X amount in the next 30 days. Or these steps in the next 30 to 60 days. And so, and you can see this is probably being shot in an area where anyway, drawing a lot of attention, but nonetheless, it's a lot of fun. But so that plan of putting together the steps, putting it on a calendar, seeing it come to fruition, this is what a disciplined lifestyle is all about.